Oh my gosh, why won't this?
Hey Beth,
We go. Hi, Scott.
good to see you.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Very busy. Too busy, but I don't know. I can't do much about it right now. Drove to Acton yesterday, drove to Acton today, had a Concom meeting for Amherst last night. I was on the agenda last night for 8:05 for Amherst. They didn't get to me till 9:35. So I'm kind of a little bit crazy, but I'm getting there. And I was on vacation. I was traveling a lot. So then you get behind with stuff. But I'm home now for a bit. So I'll catch up.
Good.
Yeah. How's retirement?
It's been super busy. I've been gone. I was went to let's see, we've been to Indiana and Michigan already, and I was up in Gloucester for last week and did the brakes in
Nice.
my car today, somewhat successfully. We'll see when I go down the S curves how well I did.
Wait, what did you do to it?
Replace the brakes in my car.
In your car. Oh, okay. How's your motorcycle?
I haven't even got out of storage. I was too busy all spring and I just haven't had time.
Well, now it's good summer. It's good time for
Yeah,
riding motorcycles.
it would be a good time. It's like just getting some time set aside to get to all these things, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I'm here. This is Mare, but I last time I actually was on was the last meeting, and then I was on vacation, and I haven't had any Zooms this week. So I was like, oh shoot, I never actually figured out what this problem was as to why I can't see my video. So
This is
Mm,
this is when we ask you should turn on the lights in your house.
I'm sorry.
I said, have you tried turning on the lights in your house?
Yeah, maybe I should try that.
Actually, are you on a laptop?
I'm on a laptop, yeah.
Sometimes there's a little switch at the top over your camera, and that gets closed. Like if I close mine,
Oh,
it does this. And then, I yeah,
let's
so
see. Let's see
I
if
don't
that
know.
does it. Thank you. Yeah, because I mean, I've been doing this for a long time and never had a single problem. Um,
Yeah, it shows a camera with a line through it. That seems bad.
yeah,
yeah,
Oh
I
well.
just I moved that switch and then now let's see if I move it back the other way. Let's see, maybe. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that little thing on it. I'm gonna have to take it somewhere. Um,
yeah.
somewhere, yeah.
Oh,
There's Bob.
hey Bob.
Hey guys,
Bob, you at the lake, Bob?
no, I'm at home. I took this as
Oh.
my vacation week, and I'm ashamed to admit I totally spaced out about the Concom.
That means you're having a good vacation.
Yes,
It's
All right,
back on.
hey, Mayor, you're back.
Yeah. I guess it was kind of stuck in the middle or something. Thank you.
Good job. Way to go, IT department.
A new career.
All right, well, we have quorum and it's after 7, so it is 7:05 on July 10th, and I'm opening this meeting of the Shutesbury Conservation Commission. This meeting is being recorded. Welcome, everybody. I think we're gonna have a short meeting tonight. I've been on vacation, so there's just things I haven't quite gotten to. So there's some stuff listed here that we don't really have much to say tonight about, but that's so fine, I'm sure, with everybody, right? So for me, for comments, so we're missing a commissioner right now, and I'm starting to work on it. I've got in contact with one person that I'm kind of hopeful about. Mateo asked a little bit about how we want to advertise. I think I'm going to wait and see if this one person, is interested. And then we can do some of the same advertising that we did previously when we got mayor. So we'll start working on finding somebody. That's how I kind of want to go about it. So if people know anybody, let me know. And let your friends all know that they too can be on the Conservation Commission, and it's a great time. All right. So second on our agenda is to review and approve the minutes of June 12th and June 26th. I think June 12th, we talked a bit about at our last meeting, but I think we need to have a official vote today. So has everybody had a chance to look at both sets of meeting minutes? Okay, and did anybody have any comments? All right, so I'm looking for a motion to approve June 12th and June 26th, 2025 meeting minutes.
I make the motion to approve the minutes for June 12th and June 26th, 2025.
I'll second.
Great, all right. Con,
Hi.
Fox,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
I couldn't think of your last name for a second there, and Wilson. Aye. All right, Third on the agenda is site visits. We don't have Jan anymore, so I guess Mayor, do you know, have we had any site visits since the last
Uh,
meeting?
uh, no, we had the library one, but that was for the last meeting. You did
Yeah.
ask me to go down and check. I was away. Uh, the deck that was being done down on Lake Drive, and I will. I I don't know how I do the process though. Do I contact Mateo and then he contacts the owner, or do I contact the owner directly? If it's just me, like I don't know now that I'm Jan, I don't know what the process is.
Yeah, this is the one I was at 99 Lake Drive, I think. Um, I think I looked a little bit more at what they had sent, and it clearly shows that the work is over 100 feet from any resource area, and they're not expanding the deck at all. They're just kind of repairing it. Really, they're replacing a
Mhm.
beam underneath. So in the end, I don't think we need to investigate that. I think, as you know, Mateo's raising his hand. Did you talk to them, Mateo?
No, but I just wanted to clarify, Mara, are you talking about there was somebody who inquired about checking to make sure that the vegetation had been reestablished?
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's different from the deck
That's
project.
different. Okay.
It's the one that was Jan's neighbor and Jan couldn't do it. Because it's her neighbor, but it was right at the end of the month before her term expired, but I was on vacation, so um I just didn't know the process. I'm gonna look up.
Yeah.
dates.
Mateo, do you
Um,
remember the address of that one? Was it like that was on Lake Drive also, like 58 or
uh,
something?
58 Lake Drive is what it
58. So
was.
yeah, I think that was the steps, the new steps in the back.
Mhm.
Um,
Jim Burns, yeah.
yeah. So you just need to go and you need to make sure that any areas where there's disturbed soil and they reseeded has grown in, because
Okay.
basically before we want them to apply for a certificate of compliance before they go through that process, we want
Okay.
to kind of reassure that there's stability at the site and that there's not going to be any erosion or anything like that.
Should I take pictures of that and do I have to contact the owner, or do I just go straight onto their property without contacting them, or how does that part?
I would go through Mateo because
Okay.
I think Mr. Burns contacted Mateo about it.
Okay.
Set up a time, or maybe the
I
owner will
guess,
just say they don't, you can come whenever you want.
yeah, it might be helpful to, if I'm gonna be doing a lot of these, like to have the the landowner um included in the email so that I can just respond to that, have their email and respond back to that landowner. You know what I mean? So that I can, or that property owner, so that I can just say, hey, I'm free here, boo, 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 boo. Um,
Mhm. Mateo's got his hand up.
Yeah, I think
okay,
Mayor's, I think that's an ideal suggestion.
okay,
The whole like running through me to get to them and then them running through me to get to you.
yeah,
I've just always
yeah,
been worried about delays and mixed messages and stuff. And so
yeah,
if you're okay with me putting you directly in touch with them, then I think it's a lot.
absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Because, and I'm kind of been, you know, this was so easy a process for me to participate in the site visits because Jan would just go, hey, are you available at this time? And I'm like, no, yes, you know, or she would give me it several times. So, because sometimes I largely work from home, but like sometimes I'm gone for like a week or so in terms of, you know, just off for the whole day visiting clients and stuff. So, it's just kind of hit or miss. And I don't, I mean, sometimes I just have little pockets, but if I could even get permission from the landowner just to go down and check it, take photos and then come back, that would be great. Because it seems like there are a lot of projects around the lake, you know,
Yeah.
um, and or at least leading down to, like Wendell Road and such. So, yeah, I mean, I have no problems doing the site visits. I guess just trying to streamline things a little.
Yeah, and I think like this type of site visit where it's for a certificate of compliance, so the project is done and somebody just really needs to go and see if vegetation's grown in, and they can apply for
Yep.
a certificate of compliance. That's something that if one person such as you can just run over and do it,
Sure.
that's great.
Yeah.
I think also for new projects, I think it should kind of be the standard that, Mateo
Okay.
gets something from the homeowner and sends an email to all of us so that all of us can have a chance to go on the site visits,
Sure.
I think for most site visits that are for a new project, I would like to see at least 2 commissioners go.
Yep.
But some of the
Okay.
smaller stuff where it's just a quick COC look, then it'd be great if you could do those. Or like what's been going on with the library, where it's a really long, continuous project, and we need somebody to go.
Yeah.
In the end of that project, we're gonna have gone to that site 25 times or something.
Mhm.
That too, it's like, it doesn't have to be all
Right.
the commissioners going every single time. It'd be great to have 1 or 2 people go by themselves, just so that it doesn't suck up everybody's time. So there's kind of a little bit of a difference of the different kinds of site
Right.
visits that we do. And Jan did a great job with some of those larger projects, like the dam project down here on Montague Road that also needed
Mhm.
follow-up inspections. And then the library she did a great job. So if you want to pick up the slack with that kind of stuff, that's awesome.
Mhm.
So did we answer your question in terms of what you needed to look for when you're out there for a,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I get it. Yeah.
okay, great. All right, so next is land management update. Scott, do you have anything?
Yeah, I have a couple things. I could start with West Quabbin Woodlands, and we had, you all recall, some money that had been left over in previous grant to start the parking lot there, and that was kind of a first step to thinking about a trail system. We had met with Kestrel last year to do that. We had started the process of doing some bidding of that project last year, and I think late in the fall, we ended up talking with the highway department. They expressed interest in being able to do that project for us. And I did talk again with Dave after our last call here, and he said he would be moving to that project next. So I haven't had a chance to go down there and check and see. It could be done now. I don't know if any of you have seen, but I plan to drive by there this weekend and take a look, but that should be done here this year, which would be fantastic. I talked with Penny some about the top of the lake and doing some of the invasive work there, and she was meeting with a contractor on that. So maybe we'll have an update. That's not a very big project, but should have some updates maybe for next meeting or early into August. I would think that would be getting on that. And Southbrook, I did do some emailing back and forth with our town administrator on the process for getting that design build project awarded. It seems that for projects that are relatively small, those could be done using another process, but for anything 50,000 or more would need to go out for bid. And I think there is a process to that. I asked her for more information on that in terms of, what is the contract and who issues the bid and how is that done? And she was going to do some checking, and I have not heard back yet. So I'm still waiting on that, and hopefully, I think with the holiday, she's probably tied up, but I'll be following up with her over the course of next week. So we'll see. End of
Great.
report.
That's all great. I'm excited to see the parking lot. Maybe I'll try and drive by and see if it's there this weekend.
Yeah. Shoot me a text if you notice it's done, and I'll do the same.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Scott,
Sounds
what is
good.
that, what road is that parking area off of?
That's on
Pelham Hill.
Elm Hill.
Pelham Hill. Oh, okay, great.
It's just south of like where Jeff Lacey's old place was.
Okay. One of the few landmarks I know. That's great.
Yeah, and I think I know we had talked a little bit about trails in that West Quabbin conservation area too, at some point with Kestrel a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe after the parking lot's all done, we could reach out to them again and
Yeah, I had walked that one and I've walked it some with Kestrel and then with Penny as well. So there is a way there. There are a couple of resource areas would have to cross, and I think it would yeah, would have to see. I'm not exactly sure how much more money is in that grant. So maybe after the parking lot, we can kind of see where we're at and what we can do.
yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, next on our agenda is the draft report of the Lake Wyola Stormwater Erosion Task Force, and that's on here. Tonight I just want to kind of set a reminder to everybody to review everything that Jennifer sent. She has a deadline for comments of July 25th. So what I was thinking was that everybody, maybe you've already reviewed it. I've been away again, so I've kind of partly gotten through at least her 4-page letter, which it's all great. I haven't been through all the attachments, but it all looks good to me. But what I'm thinking is if everybody reviews it, if you have comments, you could send them to Mateo, and maybe he could put them all together into one group of comments. And then we have a meeting on the 24th. That's our next meeting. So maybe, he put something together. We all kind of look at it on the 24th and agree that that's what we want to send as the comments from the Conservation Commission. And so she'll get them on the 25th, which is her deadline. I don't know. People think that's a good way to do it.
I think so. I think that's probably less time consuming than say us trying to put together a work that we've all put our hands on. So I think the individual comments is probably a good way to go.
Yeah, I think that seems, easiest. Yes. Okay, great. All right. Now we have our administrative approval. That's administrative approval request for subduing Knotweed Coalition. So that application for an administrative approval is actually from the town because it's town property with the right of ways. But the Knotweed Coalition is going to be doing the actual work. I was thinking that I guess somebody from the Knotweed Coalition might come to tonight's meeting, but I don't see anybody here. And I wonder if they were thinking that someone from the town was going to be presenting the the application. Do you know, Mateo, was there any talk about who might come to the meeting to present the application?
I did not hear from either party about who was going to attend.
All right, I should have reached out to somebody. I feel like we need somebody to present it. I don't think we can do that ourselves. So I think it's not a public hearing or even a public meeting necessarily, so I don't think we might as well just vote to continue it until the next meeting, and we'll get in touch with, is it Kim? I forget her name now, Pam from the coalition. Yeah, and she'll probably be the one to want to come and talk about it.
I'd like to make a motion that we continue to our next meeting, the Knotweed Coalition report or presentation.
Second.
Good. All right. Douglas,
Aye.
Fox,
Aye.
Khan,
Aye.
and Wilson. Aye. All right. Cruising through. It's gonna be a short meeting. The next one, item number 7 is a certificate of compliance for the library, for the restoration, which, we did a site visit for, Mayor had mentioned
We
that,
did.
but we haven't received the actual application. I think Penny and Mary Ann are working on that, so we haven't received the actual written request for the certificate of compliance from them. So that's why they're not here. And that's why that also, again, we can vote to continue it.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I think we would vote to table it, because we wouldn't be opening up the hearing.
Yeah, we don't even have an application, and it isn't really a hearing, it's a certificate of compliance, but yes, we're gonna table that one. Wait until we get their application. Next one, ratification of the emergency certification for Baker Road. Mateo,
Does there need to be a second and vote on the table? On the tabling motion?
is it a motion? I guess it's a motion.
Sorry.
I'll make
Motion
a
to
motion.
table it.
I'll second.
Okay. Khan,
Aye.
Douglas,
All right,
Fox,
I,
and Wilson. Aye. All right. Next is the emergency cert for the Baker Road culvert repair. So I got a couple emails from Dave that there's a culvert on Baker Road, similar to the one on Sand Hill Road. It's a small culvert that there's one on Montague Road too that is kind of popping up out of the top of the road. So you can see the cement of the culverts coming out the top of the road. And he wants to, similar to what he did at Sand Hill Road, is just lower it down so that, and put more gravel on the top just to cover it. So kind of trench and make a deeper trench. Again, I have not written the emergency cert yet because I was away. But I'm gonna get to that this week and get it to him. So I suppose what we can do with that is we can vote to issue it if everyone's in agreement. We can also set up a site visit if people want to go out and see it before we issue the emergency cert. I did stop by one morning, yesterday morning, I guess, and saw it and saw how much it was sticking up. But I didn't take pictures, which I should have done. But how do you guys feel about it? Would you like to do a quick site visit to see it? Or are you comfortable voting tonight to issue the emergency cert to have him lower the pipe down?
do you feel it's an emergency, Madam Chair?
Yeah, I do. The one on Montague Road too, I find it's dangerous for cars to, it becomes a hazard for cars, and it also really, I feel like a large enough vehicle could crush the culvert because there's nothing protecting it anymore. And these are small drainage type culverts. When I was there yesterday morning, there wasn't even really any water draining through it yet. I was there early, so it hadn't, I know it rained yesterday around like 8 or 8:30 because when I was there, it wasn't even raining much.
Just to, speaking as an individual commissioner, I think it's important to, give the DPW in cases like this and other emergency certs all the time that we can. So my recommendation would be to, go ahead and make a motion to do so, to issue an emergency cert.
Okay,
I second. We'll treat that as a motion, right?
yeah, exactly. I was just saying, as a.
I don't know if Scott's opinion is, but I'm sorry.
Oh, I concur with your motion. Did you need a second or did you already get it?
I did second. I
All right.
just treated it as Bob making the motion, and so I seconded. But I realized I then cut you off before you said anything, so.
Oh, well, Liz.
Okay, great. All right. Roll call. Douglas,
All right,
Fox,
I,
Khan,
Aye.
and Wilson. All right, great. We'll get that out.
And so do you
Um,
know if they would be doing any work on a the Montague one too, or how quickly they would be doing this one on Baker
I
Road?
haven't, yeah, I haven't
Oh.
even talked to him about the Montague Road one. I just see it every day and think that it's in the same
Oh,
situation.
okay.
I have to avoid it. I don't want to go over it. Again, it's like 5 foot of the pipe you can see on one side and it's sticking up above the road surface. And I don't want to hit it and I go around it. And that's what it was like on Baker Road also. But he hasn't mentioned Montague Road, but maybe I'll suggest it to him. Actually, he mentioned it when we were doing the bundled NOI, and he was talking about a number of culverts that are in that situation, and he did mention the one on Montague Road, so he knows about it. All right, next is the bylaw, the regulations, which I also haven't had a chance to go through. And I think what I wanted to do was identify areas that we still needed to just finish up, like sort of finalize our decisions on a couple different areas. And bring that to a meeting, which I'll try to do that for the 24th. And then we'll set a date for our public hearing too. You can do that on the 24th. That's it. Then the next thing on the agenda is unanticipated business. Does anybody have anything?
Everything was fully anticipated.
Nice. Mateo, do you have anything you want to share?
Nope, nothing else.
No? Okay, good. All right, nice short meeting. Because we have a list of things that we need to work on. At least I do.
I'm grateful for the short meeting, and with your permission, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Absolutely. Second?
Second.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Con,
Aye.
Douglas,
Aye.
and Fox,
I
and Wilson. Aye. All right, well, thank you for coming, everybody.
thank you. Have a good
We'll see a
night.
lot of these same things on our next agenda.
Excellent. Have a great couple of weeks. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, you
Bye.
too. Enjoy the summer.